Hi, welcome to Mack's Journey, and I'm Mack, and welcome to our first episode where we're going to be talking about what led me to get deported, what led me to just get sent back to Haiti. Because what y'all looking at an end result of that, but for y'all to understand this journey and for y'all to actually go down this journey with me, I got to be able to share, and I got to be able to let y'all in my life and expose y'all to what made me the person that I am today, and I'm gonna start off, but y'all have to interact with me. Y'all got to comment, y'all got to share, y'all got to like the video, comment, tell me what more y'all want to hear so I could guide and understand what y'all want to hear, and how I can put the more emphasis on whatever the content or whatever the topic y'all want to hear, So thank you. And we're going to start this just like that. I was born in Bahamas, by two Haitian parents, my mother and my father, they Haitian, and they just migrated from Haiti and had me in Bahamas in a place called Alucha. And from Alucha, they migrated straight to Fort Lauderdale. And from Fort Lauderdale, I was living with my mother. And everybody, whoever have a Haitian mother knows that we in the church every day. We getting exposed to the church. And, by the time I was 11, my mother sent me to go live with my father because she said, I'm a son, and a son got to be raised by their father. So what ended up happening, me going to my father's house, my father is a non-religious person. He liked playing lottery. He liked drinking. He liked hanging out. And because of that, he had a young wife. She was a Black American. And me being around her, she exposed me more and more to this American culture, because she was drinking, she was smoking, she had friends, she had homegirls that just took a liking to me and just showed me what being an American child was all about. They exposed me to Christmases, Easter, Thanksgiving, etc. These things that I didn't know nothing about, So, and my father, the whole time I'm getting exposed to this, my father, he in the background, and he just getting exposed to the American life too. And he's a hustler by nature. He started off selling cars, and from selling cars, he ended up selling drugs. He ended up started selling narcotics. But the whole time he's selling narcotics, he hiding it from me. I didn't really know what was going on. I just seen a lot of people coming in and out the house. But every time these people coming in and out the house, they'll probably stay the night. And me, I'm young, so I stay up and I talk to these people, and they just let me know their lifestyle and how life is hard for them. And I'm getting just more and more into this culture of drug culture, and what ended up happening, it caused me to just want to know. I'm a young kid and I'm exposed to these people coming in and out of the house, white people, Black Americans, old people, young people, different type of women in different genres. It was just a life where I was exposed at a young age, and me growing up with my friends, I seen that my friends were living different than me, and the reason they was because they all was American citizens and I wasn't, and that just caused me, when it was time for me to graduate high school, I couldn't go to university. So what my father ended up doing, my father, he's a hustler, and he likes to think outside the box. So he said he gonna pay for it out of pocket. So he just started selling drugs. And him started selling drugs, he's like, sometimes he'll make the payment, sometimes he can't. And me, I'm being in college, I want to live this lifestyle that I see all my friends living. So what I started doing, I started selling drugs. I started getting into this whole quote unquote thug life, gangster life, where I'm just started just being rebellious, not really going to school, started selling weed, started smoking weed, started, just hanging around certain people, because once you start selling drugs, you start meeting people who start using drugs, and a different people come from different places when you're in college. So now I'm around a whole array of people, and they just telling me this, telling me that, and at the same time I'm absorbing this because I want to be the number one drug dealer. I want to get to know these people, so I'm listening to them, and through that it just really made me just really stop going to school. Stop focusing on school, stop focusing on my classes, and just get deeper and deeper into this drug culture. From weed, I graduated to start selling cocaine and, start selling pills, and to the point where I started using drugs, at a high rate. Every day I'm smoking, and, when you in the college life and when you in your mid-20s, you drinking and you meeting different women. So I'm getting exposed to all of this, and through getting exposed to all of this, I'm getting locked up. You know, I'm getting locked up. I'm getting exposed to DOC. I'm getting exposed to the county jail. I'm getting exposed to not having bond and being on probation and all these things. And at the same time, you got to understand, I never had no immigration status. So around 2007, 2008, my father like, what you doing, man? You're not going to school up there. What you doing? And that's when me and him just became a partner, because I told him I was selling drugs, and obviously my dad see his only son selling drugs. You think he'll tell me no, but you know, he just furthered me along, because you know my father, he loved me and he just want to see me happy. So you know, he just put me deeper into the drug game. So now I'm going interstate trafficking, what I call it. I'm going from Tallahassee to Gainesville to Jacksonville to Palm Beach to Miami, getting clientele, finding wholesalers, reselling. To this point, I'm out of school. You know, I'm not even focused on school. I'm just focused on the bag. I'm focusing on selling drugs. I'm focused on this whole rap / hip hop culture that I think that I was part of, but I really wasn't. I was just getting myself submersed in a culture that really just sucks you in and just takes everything from you. And that would end up happening to me. And from then, you know, I got locked up. And once I got locked up, I ended up getting out. But once I got out, I was on probation. And me being on probation at this time, my father, he's going through his own thing. He got indicted. You know, and from him getting indicted, he ended up doing 10 years. And once I seen my father get indicted, it just put me on this cave, just put me on this nosedive where I just was like, man, my father's getting locked up. So now I'm just violating my probation. And that ended up just making me just do time in the county. And from doing time in the county, they automatically pick me up on ICE charges. You know, violation of how you came to the country, and me not knowing what ICE was. I'm thinking they about to hit me with some meth charges, but ICE is Immigration, Customs and Enforcement. I didn't even know that at this time, you know, just to show you how my mind wasn't even focused on immigration at all, you know, and that would end up letting me get deported. From there, from the county, I ended up going to a place called Wakulla, and from Wakulla, I ended up doing 10 months in Baker County, and from Baker County, you know, I ended up going to Chrome in Miami, and from there, and the whole time, you think I changed, the whole time I'm in these facilities, I'm selling drugs in these facilities, because, you know, I'm using the legal mail, I'm manipulating the legal mail so I could bring in drugs, so I could sell to these inmates that's in there. And, you know, I'm sharing this with y'all to let y'all know that I ain't perfect. You know, I got a past, just like everybody who listening, who watching, who follows me got a past. But I'm just here to show y'all where I came from, so y'all can know with this journey that I'm on, and why I get on here to inspire people, why I get on here to talk to people, why I get on here to just want to change, even if it's just one person with my testimony, and let them know that, you know, through that whole pre-deportation where I thought I was this person and I thought I was living this life, I really wasn't. You know, I was just lying to myself, and it ended up getting me sent back to Haiti in 2011, and that's when I got to Haiti. And we're going to talk more about my Haiti adventure, I'll call it an adventure, because Haiti is wild. It's a place where you love it, and at the same time, you know, and I just want to expose that with y'all, the whole, how I started the movement, Dip and Fresh, how the Dips Org movement came about, and how to just, you know, being around just so many great fellas, and just talking to them and telling their testimony, if they, you know, and telling mine at the same time, so we could just, you know, share with each other, because this is what it's all about, you know. So subscribe, like, and, you know, we about to do episode number 2, but I got to do it with y'all, so y'all got to interact with me and tell me what y'all want to hear. You know, what y'all like to hear. So talk to me, people. And y'all have a blessed day in Jesus' name. Amen.